Hi, welcome back to SlydeBytes. If you're not familiar with the channel, this is a budget guitar and gear review channel, and everything you see on this channel is my own equipment. Nothing is provided to me by any companies or anything like that. So if you guys, if you came to the channel looking for a professional presenter with, you know, a bunch of recording equipment, I'm sorry. You've come to a low-budget guitar channel with dogs that will interrupt me randomly if they wake up, and a dude with a camera recording himself playing guitar. Anyway, welcome back for all of my returning viewers. Appreciate you, as always. Today we're going to do something kind of fun, something that's been on my mind personally, because I go back and forth with this a lot, thinking about it, and that is amp gain versus distortion pedals. So often with guitar playing, you're either a distortion pedal person, or a gain pedal person, or you're an amp gain kind of person, and it's one of those things where you kind of get a taste for different things over time. When I first started playing guitar, I had a bunch of lower priced solid state amplifiers, nothing wrong with those, but often the gain section was lacking in those, so I found myself gravitating more towards pedals. So I've gotten older and I've acquired things like this Blackstar HD Club 40 Mark II. I actually really love the gain channel on it. Now granted, it's probably transistor based to an extent and everything, like a lot of modern amplifiers. There's Kronk, my beagle, he's going to interrupt. But I will say, this thing is very nice, very organic sounding. I really love how rich the how rich the gain is on it, and apparently it's time for kisses. And it works great. It's a great amp. And I also have this pedal. This is the Behringer Ultra Metal pedal, the UM300. I really like this pedal. It's very low price, $25 to $35 depending. Usually I got this on Sweetwater for $17 myself, because this was a demo, and like all demos from Sweetwater, came to me in really good condition. So these are going to be the settings we're going to use on this. So we're basically my gain on my amp is at 5, which is how I like to run it. We will be using the second voicing for the amplifier, which is more of the actual lead high gain, because that's, honestly, I just prefer that channel, and that voicing on that channel better. And we will be going back and forth between the Ultra Metal and the amp's gain to see which one actually drives, or which one we prefer, just to see which one which one I prefer in the end, which one you prefer. You tell me if you're an amp gain kind of person or a pedal gain kind of person. The reason why a lot of amplifiers have, transistors and circuits and things like that in them for gain channels is because a lot of us are never going to be able to get our amplifiers, especially in practice rooms, at home, things like that, up loud enough to actually have them distort naturally. It's just not going to happen. And for the extreme, like high gain stuff, like metal guys and everything like myself, I play a lot of metal. I play other stuff, but I like a lot of metal, and it's one of those things where you're going to probably need that push. So we are going to play with the amplifier's distortion channel, and we're also going to use the pedal, and we're going to boost that with the DigiTech Bad Monkey as a little bit of a boost too. But we'll go back and forth on both, on the bridge, pick up on this Leo James single cut standard, and double drop C. We'll go back and forth between the two, and we'll see which one sounds best to us. And you tell me in the comments which one sounds best. We'll start without the pedal first, and then without the boost, and then we'll try both with the boost, and we'll just go from there. All right, here we go. First, that was the Blackstar on the bridge with just that the lead channel. And then we did the clean channel with the Behringer Ultra Metal going into that clean channel through the front of the amp. And then we did the lead channel with a boost. Then we did the distortion pedal with a boost from the DigiTech Bad Monkey. And then we did the lead channel with the DigiTech Bad Monkey's boost and the Caline Ghost Rain reverb delay. And then we did the and then we did the Behringer Ultra Metal with a boost and the Ghost Rain. What I hear between the two, the amp gain is a lot more rich and a lot more harmonic, but it's also a little bit darker sounding, a little bit muddier sounding at times. And it's very enjoyable, very pleasant. The pedal gain is in your face. It's more present. It's brighter. The distortion is only on basically 1 o'clock on the dial, and it is just a ton of gain. Now, we could have used any distortion pedal for this, but I also wanted to use something that kind of was more on par with what the lead channel and the Blackstar was, because the lead channel is more of a very high gain channel, and I could even coax more gain out of it, but really it just gets to be a noise hairball if I do that. But the Behringer pedal is just very, very, again, aggressive. It's in your face. It's present. It's bright. It has a ton of high end. But if you kind of dial that high end out, I think you lose a lot. So I kind of have everything set where I like to use it right now. But it is a different sound. But at the end of the day, how much of a difference did that make? Would you have known it was me playing either way if you knew my style? I think honestly, yeah. When I first started this channel, I was usually running the Behringer Ultra Metal boosted by the DigiTech Bad Monkey. I did that for a long time through this amplifier right here, my Acoustic Lead Series G120 DSP. It has a built-in high gain channel, but I didn't overly enjoy it compared to pedals. But with the Blackstar, with its built-in, it's different. I actually enjoy that probably a little bit more on that setting, with this amp. I just enjoy it. I don't feel like it takes distortion pedals as well as regular solid state. I think it's one of those things where you kind of have to play with your own amp and find out where that sits. Why would you get a distortion pedal if you have an amplifier that is capable of some gain and high gain at that? Why would you choose to run a distortion pedal over your built-in amp distortion? Well, comes down to either you don't like the sound of your amp's distortion. This is okay, but it just wasn't. It was just not quite as tight and as aggressive as I would like. So I ended up using the Behringer Ultra Metal to accomplish that goal. Maybe you have a single channel amplifier that just you want to play some metal, so you buy a metal distortion pedal. Why would you do that though? Or what does that do if you have like a tube amp where you're running through the clean tone or a clean channel? So if we're running like amplifier for a clean channel like my Blackstar, if you're running that into the clean channel, and what are you benefiting by using a pedal? Well, you're still getting for this, you're still having the tubes in there. You're still getting that organicness and a bit of that expressiveness. Even if you are still running a distortion pedal, you're still getting some of those tube characteristics in there, and I think it really does sound really good. I like that. But I just think the amp itself just sounds, in this case, to me, my ear, a little bit better. However, if I put the Behringer Ultra Metal back in something like my Acoustic Lead Series, I would absolutely be using the pedal because I prefer that over the pedal over the amp's built-in gain. There's a place for distortion pedals, and that doesn't mean if you choose to run a distortion pedal with your amplifier, your amp is bad or not capable. There's a lot of expensive amplifiers out there that probably would not be capable of producing the amount of high gain that you would want for a lot of metal stuff. Just something to bear in mind. So, anyway, guys, I hope this was fun for you. I learned a little bit. I've been wanting to do that kind of back and forth for a while myself. I think you're going to have to all experiment with your own stuff. Again, your amp's not bad if you're not getting the metal tone out of itself. Just know that. Sometimes it's just even really expensive nice amps just don't have that sort of gain. So you get a distortion pedal and you can fine tune it. Like this, the Behringer has a ton of EQ settings on it. You can really fine tune your sound on that thing and then run a Bad Monkey in front of that and you're in metal heaven. Or maybe just take your gain channel and hit it with a boost. I mean, that might be all you need. But when it comes down to being a amp gain or a pedal gain player, I tend to fall more on the amp gain. And I like amp gain with just a little bit of help from an overdrive. But then I like an overdrive into the distortion pedal too. So maybe I'm just a gain guy in general, I guess. So anyway, guys, I hope this was fun for somebody. I hope this was helpful, especially for anyone who's trying to decide, do I need a new amp because I'm not getting enough gain? No, just try a pedal, maybe $25. You're not really losing a whole lot. Yeah, it's worth a shot. I really want to say I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for stopping by. For all my new viewers, welcome to the channel. This is a budget guitar and gear review channel. It's all my own stuff. There's nothing high tech about it, but it's fun. I enjoy doing this, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you to all my returning viewers. You guys mean the world to me. Thank you so much. If you guys like the video, if you feel like I've earned it, you might consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, because it does go a long way helping this little guitar channel grow, because I am trying to build a budget guitar community here that helps each other find good guitar and bass gear prices. And I try to review as much as I can, as much as I can afford. But, I also try to do subjects like this and help people, see two sides of things and maybe come to some of their own conclusions. It's really all I want. Is I know where I sit on it with this amp, but other amps it's not the same. And that's really, if there's anything to take away from my videos, experiment, try stuff out. There's no rules for guitar. Anyway, guys, if you like the way I play, you think I sound good, and you're interested, you might consider checking me out over or if you like the background music too. You might check me out over on Instagram, TikTok, X, SoundCloud, because I post original music mostly on TikTok and Instagram. I post my original guitar music up on those places, on those platforms. I write all my own guitar stuff. All the stuff you hear in the background is all original. I try to play as much all original stuff on the channel as I can. Every now and then I slip a little something in there, but not very often. So, in general, I like to play my own stuff. So if you guys like that, it's out there for you. Otherwise, guys, I don't really have anything else for you for this week. I will be back in another week with more guitar content. Thank you guys all so much again. Appreciate all of you. Be kind to each other. Be kind to animals. Keep shredding, partners.